For 31 days, I drew 31 sketches. On this video, I challenged myself to draw every day for Sketchtober. Yes, you didn't hear it incorrectly. This video was recorded in October last year. Over the past 3 years, I am inconsistently learning digital drawing in my free time. So surely I'm not that bad, right? I would say I'm decent enough. Well, after the first day of the challenge, I rate myself as 1.5. This challenge is an eye-opener. On first week, day 1, I drew Myrtle, my favorite operator from Arknights. I tried to do a really simple half-body sketch with silhouette method by putting the overall shape first, then tried to draw the body parts on top of it. And this. At this point, I realized that I'm 1.5 instead of 6. But that's fine, I'm glad I found this out sooner. Next day, I drew Hitagi Senjogahara. I rotate my canvas a lot because it's hard to put the body parts when viewed sideways. After an hour and 9 minutes, I am feeling done and this is the result. First of all, this sketch does not look like the character at all. The clothes folds are really weird and in my opinion, the right arm is super long. Day 3, Okusawa Misaki, a character from Bang Dream. I'm quite confident with this one because I think the pose is easy enough for me. The only problem is it's quite unclear where is the crotch part. This one took me an hour and 13 minutes, way above average time. The result is quite similar with day 1 and day 2. A small head with long arms and does not look like a teenager at all. This one also does not look like the character I wanted to draw. On day 4, I sketched another Bang Dream character, Otai, within 33 minutes. The result? Disappointing. It does not look like the character and the neck is too weird. Day 5, I drew Takina from Lycoris Recoil. This half-body pose is quite easy. It took me 34 minutes. I'm also ditching the silhouette method and go straight into lines. I'm quite happy with this one. It's not that bad. Some things I could do better might be around neck and chest area. Day 6, I drew Kikuri Hiroi from Bocchi the Rock. I added some changes again to the flow, which changing the line color on hair to make the character somewhat more recognizable. This one is the best one so far. The major mistakes I can see might be the cloth around chest being too flat. While day 6 was good, on day 7 not so much. I drew Ai Hayasaka from Kaguya. This full body pose is super hard with foreshadowing. I made the head too small, the leg area is too hard for me to draw, and the chest shoulder area is also a big problem. The head tilt is also wrong. This sketch will need so much work to fix. I sketched this one for 41 minutes but I literally stopped the recording because my brain was buffering to think about this pose. Day 8, I drew Toho character Yukari Yakumo. I picked a pose that's not too complicated with clear reference. I added some lines to help me with the face to body proportion, but it's turned out the same. The face is too small. On day 9, I drew Hololive VTuber Wholesome Marine. Day 10, a Black Clover character Secret Swallowtail or Nero. And day 11, I drew Black Clover Noel. There's not much I can say about this, pretty much the same with the previous days. Day 12, I drew Eiko Tsukimi from Paripikome, and day 13, I drew Simarin from Eurocamp. Both of these days' references are full of fabric folds. It's too hard for me to guess the body parts. I even skip the body part. On day 13, I go straight into Yukata instead. On day 14, 15, and 16, I drew Pokemon character Cynthia, Iono, and Marnie. Reflecting from past days, I put some effort on drawing hands by putting hands on separate layers. Day 14 turns out decent in my opinion. On day 15, the Iono drawing is not that good because the body proportion is not the same as the original character. On day 16, I bounced back by applying a decent proportion on my Marnie drawing. I also try to improvise by drawing a flowy clothes and hair to make the sketch look more alive. Some key points I need to work on is proportion, and the most important thing is to make a fan art looks like the original character. On my drawing, some characters looks great and maybe recognizable, but some character with no unique costume is really bad. On day 17, for 55 minutes, I drew a muscular Your Forger. I don't know why it turns out like that. I guess I should draw less lines on the arms. Next one is Nessa from Pokemon. As you can see, the neck is too thick and I should have added some lines on the chest area to indicate the curve. Day 19 Touhou character Yeonmu Konpaku. I mess up with the perspective angle. It seems more like I'm drawing her from a higher point of view. Day 20 I drew Marcy from Dota 2. My main problem is I'm confused with the body twist and I'm drawing the face wrong. I drew 2/3 profile instead of a side profile. I also added some lines on the chest area to indicate the curves. Day 21 I drew a character from one of my favorite video game, Valhalla, Dorothy Hayes. I mess up on the upper body that twists too much. I also use a box method to line out the crotch area. On first glance I didn't see any major mistakes, but I realized that the right thigh is actually missing. Day 22 I drew Tatsumaki from One Punch Man, another pose with a body twist. It's quite confusing for me on the upper back area. I mess up the body proportion from reference to the character again. The most obvious one is I need to make her shorter. Day 23 I drew Eurocam character Aoi Inuyama. I merged two references. The pose is from this one and the clothes is from this one. First of all, the reference form is very hard to see. A big mistake I made is the pose should be more bent forward. Day 24 I drew Boku no Hero character Mirko. The pose is quite easy to follow, but I'm confused with the left arm that appears short. Other than that, I need to make the face slightly bigger. Day 25 Pecorin from Princess Connect. This time is a full body drawing again. The shoulder should tilt a bit lower on the right, but overall sketch is not that bad. Another major weird part is the left leg. Day 26 and day 27 I try to draw more full body pose, Chisa from Grand Blue and Ichika Nakano. I think both of these drawings has the same problem. The thigh is too long and curvy. On Ichika drawing I think the breast should follow the arm, so it should be a bit higher. I'll fast forward the next 4 days because not much I can talk about. On day 28, Asobi Asobase Olivia. Day 29, Fiona Frost from Spy X Family. Day 30, I drew Satania from Gabriel Dropout. And on the last day, which also Halloween day, I sketched Mafuyu Kirisu from Bokuben with a Halloween theme costume. I enjoyed the journey of my sketch challenge. To be honest, I'm not noticing big improvements from day 1 to day 31 because it's only 30 hours 58 minutes total drawing after all. But what I've realized is I'm bad at drawing. I need to brush up my drawing fundamentals like anatomy and proportions. Hopefully I can manage to upload a video at least once a month. Of course, most of them would be about illustration or what I've been doing on that month. Basically recap about on what I learned or sketch. When this video released, I'm actually already done finishing the day 1 Myrtle. It took me around 16 hours to finish that illustration. Lastly, drawing is just my hobby, but I have a goal from this hobby, which is creating a decent anime style illustration fan art. But if you find out my illustration is decent, you want to see more, I will of course try my best to finish them faster. I'm not a pro, still super beginner. If I've thrown out some tips on my video about how I draw or think or do something, take them as a grain of salt, because the tips might not work for you, but if it works for you, that's great. Enough said, thank you for watching my first video. If you like this video, press like. If you want to see the finished day 1 Myrtle, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, critiques or comments about the sketch video or anything. See ya!